All right, it's 9 o'clock, March 3rd. Let's go. So, what is new on TikTok? It looks like there's some updates. What's up, Kiwi Bird? How goes it? I'm gonna be live a long time today or tonight. For you today. Tomorrow for you. You're just like fully engaged in the Canadian shenanigans. I love it. That's funny. Tap the screen. Thanks for joining. Fuck, I should get some water. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Just want to have my own live. Just been jumping into people's lives all weekend, and it's just been like, fuck, I just want to go live, but it's a lot. It's a lot to go live. Sometimes it's just like, I don't want to do anything. Yeah, but sup, Creepy Squash? Thank you for the heart, me. Shelly. Hit the heart, me. What, Backwoods fucking. Thank you, Kiwi Bird. Backwoods trying to play victim over there. Like, buddy, you did it to yourself. We fucking warned you, and then you fucking did that shit for hours. Hours. Thank you for the heart, me. Level 13. Good job, Senna. Level 13. I think that's like the highest level. I'm just really upset because you know how the left they get super offended super easily, and then I'm super offended by the way that they get offended. So I thought I'd be more offensive, and now they don't like me anymore. Like, shut the fuck up, fucking loser, man. You did it to your goddamn self. Fancy Pants wants to come up, you can come up. I'm sure you probably want to fucking vent after that bullshit. Tap, tap, tap. I didn't watch it. I couldn't. It was just so fucking annoying to like watch Backwoods sit there and try and spin it like he's the victim. Like, buddy, no one feels sorry for you. Not in the slightest. It would be really nice to remember when. Remember when what? Remember when? Thanks for the team bracelets. Yeah, I've never seen such a insecure little bitch try and justify blackface. It's one off my bingo card. Or big. He's pretty big. He supposedly would beat the shit out of me if he's seen me. So
I just wanted to come up for a minute before I go to bed. I was stressing, man. That
so fucking annoying, eh?
I listened to those guys the way that they talk about how they're alphas and they're men and all this stuff, and listening to how they talked to Fancy, like like when I go into lives in Black TikTok, it doesn't matter if the woman is wrong. It doesn't matter. Black men will rip your throat out if you talk down to a black woman. They won't have it. And listening to Elder attack her like that, I was like, you don't even have any loyalty to her just because she's a black woman. Like you have no tribe, you have no identity. Like who are you?
Yeah.
You're fapping to Backwoods, who when and what bothers me, and I don't know if anybody else can relate, is as a white person, I know that when they go behind, Elder can say all he wants, but he's not in the club. So when the door closes, those guys will say shit about him and his race. Those guys are racist. I don't care what they say. The harder they say they aren't, the more they are. They're all racist. They're racist. So
Oh
he's
yeah.
in there with them, and it's just pathetic. I'm like, you're pathetic. You're pathetic. Gross.
Yeah.
I've lived around these people my whole life. You live in Alberta, you know. They're
Oh
bigots.
yeah.
That's why I say that all white people are racist. It's in our it's how we've been brought up. Say
Yeah.
it with my
Well, I
white
mean,
mouth. I'm like
it's
so
it's
offended.
no fucking
They're more
secret.
offended by white mouth than the N word. Like that's where we're at. We're at that point. The fragility is unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. They're fucking pathetic. Just
I
like
just
the
feel like I'm in. Sorry.
like watching Backwoods try to like get K-Blitz to like be like, "Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, no, that's totally fine that you did blackface." Was that's the only part I seen, and I'm like when I was in the chat advertising this, kind
I
of a
feel
dick
like I'm
move.
in an alternate reality with them. Like, I don't know if they're actually trolling or they're that fucking stupid because they literally admitted that he did. He was saying he had a toque on. He said he was going to get some Capri Suns. Like, we have video of him basically pretending he's black with that musk on his mud on his face. And then the other guy came in with actual black paint on his face.
Yeah,
And now backtracking and saying, oh no, we were doing a face care routine. Like, we're at that. I feel like I'm in elementary
I knew he
school.
was gonna
It
do
feels like
that.
it's just, but it's like the ultimate gaslight, but it's not even, it's like rudimentary. It's like grade six. Like you think I'm for it. Like I'm a grown woman. I know what you're doing. It's just, it's
Yeah,
annoying. You can't have a good faith argument with any of those people.
yeah, that was like, yeah. I mean, Jimmy is like one person that I don't mind talking to because if we just like stick to a topic, it's okay. But as soon as you get into like racist shit, then it's like he's a fucking
Yeah, I won't. He came up in a live the other day. I was in the box. As soon as he came in, I dropped. I don't. That we don't. We are on different pages. I've seen enough of him on TikTok Scientist to know that I don't want to be in a room with him. I had the phone
yeah,
today. All of my neighbor. He's like my neighbor's no joke, man. I would love these people to come to my complex, come around my area, and talk like that to me. My neighbor's outside with all his boys. They're smoking up. I brought my phone out. I'm like, look at this. Look at this. Look who I'm fighting with. They were roasting. They were dying. They're like, why are you on here? You like these guys? I'm like, no, we fight with them. They were laughing. They would, oh my God. It's
yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah. They're and by the way, chat's like Jimmy's a piece of shit. No shit. Like obviously, it's just the guy does have with specific like the Bill C-63. I would like to talk to Jimmy about Bill C-63,
I
but
don't know why people like, what's his background? What does he do for like what's his education? What's his, besides being on TikTok, what are his creds?
uh,
Like, what does he have backing him to be the educator or to be somebody that you would want to have a, like, it's not somebody I think of when I want to have a healthy dialogue about something that's,
yeah, he's a
needs brain.
contractor. There we go.
But
He,
is he, does he work? Like,
I don't think he does work anymore.
yeah. So what's he doing? He's getting all his
He's
information off
prob
DuckDuckGo.
he's probably a roofer.
He probably like shovels snow or something.
No, because he doesn't work in the winter, so that's why I said roofer.
Or maybe cuts grass.
Yeah, yeah, landscaper.
Maybe. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he's
he.
working on a house or something, I think.
Mm.
He's a kept man who doesn't think women should be able to vote. Fuck me. Like why do it like to
But
me, I
then he
just
complains about Bill 63 as if it's like so fucking authoritarian. It's like, Yeah? How's it fucking feel, buddy? Like, how's it feel to be on that end? That's what you want to do to everybody else that isn't a fascist. Like,
They want to
no
tell people they
sympathy.
can't wear dresses. They want to tell people they can't take their children anywhere that offends them. They want to spread plague and unalive immunocompromised people. Like they're a great bunch. Like I wouldn't want to sit and talk to them. It's frustrating. I like making fun of them.
It is very frustrating talking to Jimmy every time. That's why I like it.
I'd love to know where like he was like, because at one point he was saying that people also told him when he came from Toronto that he talked like he was like a black guy. Jimmy said that. And I'm like, he lived in Scarborough, I think, but I don't know if he was born here. I don't think
He's
so.
not like a black guy. He's like a fucking
Uh, he said, no, but
Nick
he said
Fuentes.
when he left, no, but when he came from Scarborough, he lived at Nielsen and something, which is, I've partied up there. Like it's not, there's some rough areas around there, but I just was curious to know when, because people like that, if he was talking like that back then, he would have got jumped. You don't talk like that.
Oh yeah.
It's funny
Yeah.
to me. They're internet tough guys with no upper body strength. I would love to see them in a fight. Seriously. I look at all of them. They're doughy
Oh
men.
man.
No
So
offense.
I went to a fucking like I went to Flex Pavilion, right? And I couldn't it was like the shittiest venue, so I couldn't find anywhere to go. And then I found the fucking ATM booth. It was like because it was like a little booth, the bass was like vibrating like crazy in there, so I kind of like jumped in there and then I whipped out my camera and I was like, "Holy fuck, the lighting is perfect," right? So I'm sitting there dancing on camera, right? This fucking guy comes up to me. He's like 6'8", and he like gets right in my face, and I'm like, and he's like, I am sick and fucking tired. And I thought he knew me from TikTok. And I'm like, oh shit, this
No.
gonna be bad. And then he's just like, I'm just fucking with you. I'm like, holy fuck, buddy. You scared the shit out of me. And then I'm like at the ATM, right? And then he does that. And then all of a sudden, like, there's like this fucking like really sketchy scenario going down where he like owed someone money and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'll be right back." The fucking video
The
of it
host
is
has bodyguards. Whoever in the chat said Isaac doesn't have upper body strength. He's got bodyguards. He's got
I'm
an
gonna start
entourage.
working out like soon.
I have bear mace, so come at me.
It won't
I
take me long to get fucking jacked. I got good genetics. I just haven't ever worked out because it's fucking expensive to eat, so
have
I
brothers
every
too.
day while I'm holding the line in Ottawa.
I thought it was when Kyle went in there, I got him to go into one of the questions he asked was something me and him were talking about the other day is that do they not understand that like the main reason why they're so offended by the white mouth is because they've never been addressed by their color. Every other race has been addressed by their color since the beginning of time. Like even when we talk about like if I said to you, I'm just going to meet my friends, default in your brain is they're white. Unless I say, oh, I'm going to go meet we would say, I'm going to go meet my black friend. I'm going to go meet my Chinese friend. We always said that before because we went to white being the default. And they were denying that. And I'm like, how could you deny, like, at least let's be in reality that in our brains, the way our culture has conditioned us, is that we just say, I'm going to meet my friends. Now, as time is changing more and more and there's diversity, we say whatever. But most of these people grew up with all white people. They didn't grow up in diverse communities. So default to them is white. And that's what he was trying to talk about, but Jimmy was denying
yeah.
it. He's like, I really think like, I'm like, okay, of course you don't. You
I
don't want to
didn't
have it's a good face conversation.
when I was a kid, I was like bullied a lot and I didn't like white people. All my friends were black. I was like straight up like people at school would be like, "Oh, you don't have any friends?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do have friends. It's just they're all black. White people suck." And I was like in grade 5. Didn't like no knowledge of anything. Just like, yeah, no,
Mm,
I just don't like white people.
yeah,
It
I don't
was
know. My
looking back
son's
on it. I'm like, fuck.
where I grew up, like where I raised my son mostly, his daycare, it was all his daycare, everything. Here was only him and two other white kids and out of 40 kids. And I still acknowledge that he had privilege. Like they don't understand. They take it personal. They think that like Backwoods is like, in poor areas. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you're poor, but you're poor and white. You're not, imagine a person who's poor and black.
I
They've
couldn't
got two
even go and
struggles.
hang out in my fucking friend's hood
Sick.
because like I like yeah, it was dangerous back then in freaking Red Deer to go hang out
Yeah.
in his neighborhood. They didn't like white
Yeah.
people.
Out west, I didn't realize how bad like the gangs out there in like Edmonton and stuff. I didn't realize how bad it was
Yeah.
out there. It's like
Yes.
it's worse in
I don't
Toronto to some extent, some of those places.
I don't blame them for not liking white people. Like fuck the fucking amount of Karens in Red Deer. Fuck them.
Yeah, I bet.
I can't stand. That's oh man. Yeah. The Karens, like the Karens, fucking. That's why I don't like white neighborhoods usually is because of the Karens.
Guys, earthworms. Earthworms are going extinct because the dirt is going extinct because the water is going extinct.
Earthworms are going extinct.
I guess. I don't know. But he's put it in caps. He yelled it. How's it going, scientist or Apollo? Who are you tonight?
And I am Apollo.
Ooh.
I am practicing for my journey to the Ace Wall once again.
Ooh. Creepy.
But yes, Apollo is great. Apollo is to me just super.
Is he here? What do you got? What do you got planned?
Well, we're gonna stop at the Costco, grab some supplies for our ice wall trip. Maybe grab some of those packs of muffins they sell there. Hopefully, there's some ice picks on sale this time of the year. I don't think, but then get that big flying dog thing from the never-ending story. Fly that thing to the ice wall.
Are you Irish, Apollo? Are you going to gatekeep St. Patrick's Day?
Well, you know what? I think St. Patrick's Day is an all-inclusive, and not all-inclusive. That's a hotel thing. It's an inclusive holiday this time of year.
I agree.
St. Patrick's Day is my fucking. So, my birthday. It's the way it works is like my birthday is either if my birthday is during the week, St. Patrick's Day is the weekend, and if St. Patrick's Day is during the week, then my birthday's on the weekend. So it's like that's my day to fucking party usually.
Patrick's
Why don't
a thing in my family.
Why don't they have colored beer for other holidays? Like they have it for St. Patrick's Day. Why don't they have like black beer for maybe Halloween or something?
I don't know. I didn't know they had deer.
Beer.
Oh,
I'm also
beer.
Beer,
Irish, so
the liquid stuff.
That's a commercial thing that I don't even think they do. I know in Ireland there's certain, I don't know if it's the Protestants, one of them, they don't wear green, they wear blue.
I just
Blue.
realized, what am I talking about? They have Guinness. Guinness is literally a black beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the
I fucking love waking up, going to the bar and drinking a Guinness for breakfast. Ooh.
I could never do it. I can't. Ugh. My friends all drank it. All my friends, like their families were like their parents are their first generation, like from Ireland and Scotland. My girls that I grew up with. One of my closest friends traveled the world with Riverdance. She was top 10 in North America. She lived in Japan and everything. I've seen Riverdance like 3 times.
Thank you, Nat.
It's a good time.
Has anyone else noticed the joining? Thanks for joining my team thing. Looks like the thing's like a rotting something.
What?
I like it. But what'd you say?
It looks like it's red and a glizzy.
What are we talking about?
Oh my god. A little bit, yeah. Somebody hit the heart me
It
so
does,
we can judge it, Costs you half a penny, so
It has to be somebody that joined.
Okay.
I'm witching for voices.
Night Nat. Guinness is too. It's just too like irony for me.
I love it so much. It has to be from the tap though, or I can't drink it. Like if it's in a bottle, I'm like, ugh.
They just tore down one of my favorite bars in Toronto. It was the bar we would go to for St. Patrick's Day at Crocodile Rock. It's pretty legendary. bar kind of dance club or whatever. They tore it down. It's gone.
Oh yeah. I
Had wild times
I think
there.
next time I party, I'm not gonna. I don't even want to party in Alberta anymore. Like, it's just, it's so.
You'd have fun in Toronto. Has more nightclubs per block per capita. We have there's like 2,000, 2,100 clubs in Toronto. Like you go downtown and it's just clubs everywhere.
Yeah.
Really? What did you say? 911 night there? What's 911 night there?
I want to go to
No, Rock
Montreal.
on. It was right by
Why is
Scotia,
this?
um, Richmond and something, or I think it's near Richmond. I know that. Emergency services. I used to, I've gotten up on the bar, Miranda, like actually up on the bar and danced like a wild woman. Oh, I know the bovine.
Oh my God, there's a glitch in it. It's making me real.
I don't think
It's
so.
messing with my OCD bad.
Oh, fire, police, ambulance night. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I had friends who owned a lot of the clubs downtown, so I never had to like wait in line or anything. They're great. Oh, somebody wants up. Who is it? Who wants in? I can't see.
Okay, well, I guess I can't have my favorite filter on because the freaking
How do I
glitch.
see who want? I can't.
It's fancy pants.
Yeah,
Man,
I have this up too.
this app like is doing so many updates. YouTube is like scrambling to keep up right now. Like I seen YouTube has a similar live feature as TikTok live where it's like on your phone and when you're scrolling shorts, lives will come up now. So I might test that out, but I need 50 followers. So everybody go to my YouTube page and subscribe to me. And I also post all of my VODs on YouTube. Um, I'm working on it right now. I'm on February 14th. I'm about to download February 15th, and then yeah, YouTube has a lot of content on there from me. It's like 20 fucking 30 hours of content on YouTube, and it has a transcript. So what else? So I'm just gonna do a little segment here where I show you how you can fucking clip the fuck out of me. Um, so
Hmm.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna start to get annoyed. The reason why I'm gonna upload all the VODs is so that if anybody ever clip chimps, I can just be like, uh, nope, this is what actually happened. Um, view your channel. All right, so not this one. We'll go because it takes a couple days, but once it. Oh my god! Stop. Sorry, my OCD is driving me nuts right now. In this panel. All right. So basically, what you do is, so you got your YouTube video here, right? If you scroll down and you hit the more button on the description, right here, there's show transcript. You hit show transcript, and then look at that. Everything is written down, and you can actually go Control F and find keywords. So if you want to find, the word racist, boom, I said, well, the word racist was said 30 times in this VOD. So that's another cool feature that I just want everybody here to know that exists so that if you want to make videos, feel free. You can fucking make videos, respond to it, do whatever the fuck you want.
Awesome.
But yeah, see, like you click here, boom.
Fuck what people say. They didn't turn it down because of the pressure from the left. They turned it down because they're a bunch of racist cunts.
See? Very cool. Very cool. So that's new. I'm just playing catch up game right now.
Where's
It's brutal.
That was funny, Aztec.
Where was
That's
that?
grumpy. But yeah, all my
Where's
VODs
that?
will be on there from
Where's that video?
February 11th onward.
Where was that video from?
YouTube, on my YouTube page. So yeah, you can like, but the thing is like if there's like a thing that you remember, all you have to do is remember like what they said, and then you can actually search and find what they said.
But YouTube's allowing that up there because I have a lot of abuse clips that I'd like to put up.
Yeah, oh yeah, YouTube doesn't like YouTube doesn't monitor it as harshly as TikTok. Probably because you know, they're American, so they're not like there's not the like China scare where it's like, oh, China is big scary programming our brains. So they get away with a lot more. But yeah, there's also the VOD of me and Pat King up there.
Did you guys watch Elders live?
Couldn't stand it.
Oh, I missed it.
When
I'm-
Fancy was in there.
I know, but it's so confusing. I was so confused. Like, first Elder was with Jimmy and them, and then Elder turned on Jimmy and them. So I was like, really, I'm confused. I'm sitting here trying to work it out as to what just happened.
Molly,
I
oh my
sometimes-
God. I was in there for probably a good solid 2 hours. I got tons of footage of some of the things that Elder was saying. He is completely unhinged.
Yeah, and I also think I think he's kind of picking up on what Isaac was doing a little bit. I was getting the vibe that he was being combative on purpose, but he's definitely, I think he was drinking.
Oh,
Maybe
He was
Combative?
doing this thing where he's always done it, but I got the vibe like he was trying extra hard. It felt like.
I was
I'm
I
going
was just
low on
telling
my bars.
Christy,
I just came up quickly to people.
I love you. I love you,
What do you
Senna.
mean I'm combative?
Um, Elder was not 3 sheets to the wind. He was
Uh,
5 chapters into the book.
Oh, that wasn't even the worst that it's
Sometimes
been.
you'll
I've
do
seen him.
You'll do that. You'll throw everybody off. It's not a bad thing. It's just it's your shtick. It's part of your show. You sometimes will everything's going good and then you'll just throw everybody off and be like, yeah, well, I'm fucking gonna tell you. I was
Like,
getting
he's
that
totally-
vibe, but I don't know him
The
very
elder I
well, so
remember
I
from
don't
a year
know.
ago.
Yeah, like he's totally different from what he was.
Oh,
before.
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's not.
Because
I swear he's the same.
No, for me, he was different. Like, I could go into his lives and feel safe. He invited me into today's with Jimmy there.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
There's no
Oh,
way.
boy.
There's no way. Is that actually
There's
Elder?
no way. There's no way. Is that actually?
Howdy.
Echoing.
I'm gonna listen. I want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah,
Wanna
so
listen?
I would have joined your live, Elder, but the problem is I haven't been live in 3 days, so I had to host. Otherwise, I'm gonna get punished by TikTok because if you take longer than a 3-day break, then they punish you. So
And I can join because Jimmy was in there, and Jimmy has been very abusive to me. So, yeah.
Jimmy is
Yeah,
Live because I wanted to tell everybody that I am okay because I did have an influx of DMs asking me if I'm okay, and I just wanted to let everyone know I'm good. I'm good.
You got
Why, what
the wrong
happened to you there,
negativity that you
Fancy
felt
Pants?
in that live stream.
Hey,
You're
Elder,
good.
shut up. What happened to you, Fancy Pants? Can I get a summary?
What happened to Fancy Pants? Why is she good?
I didn't watch because when I'm not live, I'm not on this app. I'm like doing other things, like making a new profile picture. You guys like it?
Well,
do-
fancy glasses.
Well, Fancy Pants, as a woman, yeah, I was kind of getting triggered because I felt like a lot of men were crawling on top of you, and some of the language too. Like, I'm not impressed with what you guys were saying about masturbation and big black dicks and things like that. Like, that was
Yeah,
just,
it was a little extreme.
What?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Good lord. Hey, TikTok scientist, can you send me the footage you got on Telegram?
Yeah,
Especially,
make sure that TikTok scientists repost this. Repost the entire conversation. Everybody
I can
needs to
post it on
hear
my
this.
YouTube if you want. Don't you have YouTube, Elder?
Why would I repost
Repost
that?
it wherever you want, man. I don't give a shit. I love whatever I say all day, every day. Repost it. I want everybody to hear it.
I know you. You love to hear your own voice. That's great. It's a good attribute to have. Though.
And you are such a guy that this guy is not Josh DeGroot because he does not want me to speak. You do not want me to have my own voice reiterated because I do not say anything that I am not proud of. Speak it all day, every day, man. Reiterate this to the world. Let them know how I feel. I
So hey Elder, do you feel
100% in my own ideology. TikTok scientists, you know who I am, bro. You know exactly who I am. I feel how I fucking feel.
I feel like I know you pretty well, Elder.
I think I know you pretty well, and I've never made any videos. We've talked about this. I've never come at you, man. I'm not gonna come at you.
Well, you can. I don't,
bro. I love you
mind.
for doing your thing. Be good. Be a good guy. Like, you know, be good. Feel good.
We could
work
could
towards
go back and forth
the better,
on the
the betterment of
That's-
the future for yourself.
If you
Be
want to
good,
make a
bro.
video, man, don't feel like I'm fucking like you. The original.
I know.
time
I feel
you
bad
said-
about you. I'm not gonna make a video about you, somebody who's like in a negative space.
I'm not in a
do
negative
your
space.
thing, bro.
I'm not in a negative space.
Cry me a river, man. You haven't even been on live stream for like what the last 6 days because you can't
my
handle
fucking
it.
brother
I'm not
died.
gonna make videos about you when you're not even able to handle your own fucking live streams.
Dude, my brother died. Like, that's something I can't really fucking control, dude. Are you fucking serious right now?
Honestly, like, yeah, there's a limit.
Like,
now.
it doesn't. Sorry, one
funny
sec.
to say.
It doesn't make me less
Make fun of
confident
you.
just because
your brother died. You're a wimp.
Yeah, I'm a wimp. Like,
Is it
what
really
the
a
fuck
flex
is
to be
that?
going live all the time anyway? Really?
Family that he loves.
Like, it's called grieving.
Well, can make up whatever kind of response you want, but like what I'm saying is,
No, it's not making it up, dude. It's something that actually
keep crying
fucking
the fucking
happened.
river as much as, keep.
Do you
the
have
river
family,
keep,
Elder?
The river will keep fucking building up as much as you want to cry.
Do
Keep
you
going
have
on.
Do you have family, Elder?
Keep going on. But if you want to be on a live stream, you want to be a fucking live streamer.
You know what you can
It
do?
is what it
You
is,
can
bro.
just you
Keep
can just
crying me a
fuck
river.
right off. If you're gonna be
An idiot.
disrespectful as fuck like that, you can suck it.
Everybody needs to ice that guy out. He deserves no
Like,
space, man.
The
Seriously.
fuck was that?
I'm sorry, guys. I just like pulled the stuff out of my dryer. What the hell just happened?
Like,
Dude.
who says that to somebody when they're in like a grief?
sociopath.
You haven't been live in 6 days. Actually, I've been fucking live almost every day, just not in my own live. So, I just didn't want to host.
Todd, if you're still in here, go sleep it off, honey.
And it was actually 3 days. It was 3 days. One because I went to a funeral. The next because I went to a rave. And then the next, I was hungover from the rave. So, like,
and it's
fucking-
TikTok. We're not getting paid to be here. So, like, I'm sorry. It's for every day on TikTok. You want to be a live streamer. You can't have death in your family if you want to be a live streamer. Sorry. They don't have.
Nothing bad can ever happen to you if you want to be a live streamer. Otherwise, you're just a pussy.
I wouldn't be taking any advice from him. He's not a live stremer.
That's all.
He doesn't
Burn
even
Book's
do
been on a
anything on
2-week
this app.
hiatus. No excuse. Okay. So if you're gonna go on if we're gonna talk bad about anybody's show and anybody not being live, it's gonna be me not being live for the past 2 fucking Sundays. Okay.
yeah, I was looking forward to that tonight, by the way.
Yeah.
That would've
Sorry,
been a way better
not
event
all of
than
us are crying about Isaac's show not being on. Okay.
Keep crying.
We're
a
crying
river.
about Burn
Buddy.
Books.
Todd.
Yeah, Elton decided to make fun of Isaac because he was grieving his brother's the loss of his brother.
Like, how fucking
real
low
bad.
can you go?
No, right?
Like,
that's
how
a
fucking
psychopath.
low can you go?
That's a
You are
psychopath.
a vulture who is just looking for any chance to fucking strike. That's how fucking predatory and abusive you are, Elder. It shows your true colors right there. Fucking disgusting.
Today, poorly.
That's why people don't like you, Elder.
Todd, you're losing your credibility, and that's why you did what you did tonight. You
keep making up excuses. Like, what?
God, ever since the damn bill was like put into place, you guys are losing your shit.
I can't wait till that bill is fucking sturdy and place. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah. But it's
And,
only
like,
supposed to, like,
coming
as
at
I
me-
read it, it's really for children, right? To protect children.
Such a weak man. Yeah, okay, Elder. That's why I'm up here doing this through this like difficult time, and you're in the
He
chat
doesn't have
fucking
anybody who,
talking
like,
shit.
cares about
You're
him.
the weak man,
Doesn't
you fucking
understand.
pathetic fucking human, bro. I'm not gonna block you. I don't give a fuck. You can come back up. Just have a little fucking respect for the fucking dead, bro. You fucking weirdo.
No.
Fuck, that's like so psychopathic to be.
And it was sudden, like it's I'd never done
I don't get it though. I don't get it. I don't get, Elder, why you're
Let's
like
see how much
right now.
viewership you get through the evening if you come into this conversation after everybody's had the conversation, man. You want to ride the coattails of everybody that's had the conversation? Keep talking, man.
What are
do
you
what-
fucking
you do your
talking about?
thing.
I sit here and I do my go on my YouTube page and watch me fucking sit here for fucking hours entertaining myself. I don't need fucking people. I actually have other things I would like to be talking about right now, but because you're so fucking unhinged, we're just debriefing from that. So thanks for being such a fucking lunatic.
I'm the only thing that you've had content with tonight.
I don't give
you
a
don't have anything to say.
That's not true.
He
wanted me to be in here.
Narcissistic. Don't even come back
You
tonight.
wanted me to debrief.
Don't
He
even
said
come back
you
tonight. I don't
probably
even
want
want to
to
fucking
vent,
talk to you.
Fancy.
You fucking pathetic.
That was a hard time you went through,
Who's
Fancy.
Brock? Stop letting
I
randoms
like
up.
Brock Andy. Brock's
No,
cool.
Brock's cool shit.
Brock's cool.
Yeah,
TikTok scientist.
Brock's
made
cool.
my-
What are you doing?
I don't know Brock.
No, Brock's okay. Brock's okay.
I don't care.
You suck. Brock like ripped them the other day. It was awesome. He's a conservative. It's a different perspective, but he ripped
Oh, he's
them.
conservative? All right. If he's
Yeah.
conservative, then I'm sorry, Brock. I thought he was a leftist. I'm like, too many leftists. We need a conservative.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I can role play as a conservative if
We've
you want.
talked. I do recognize you. You can come up, Brock. I'm sorry. I just
He's hyped up.
fucking. You can
I
come
like-
up. Thank you
Sorry,
for joining, Brock. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Hey, man, I just want to say, first off, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Like, that's a big thing to go through right now.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal as fuck, but I don't honestly I the only reason I talk about it on this app is because it's I fucking talk about everything on this app. I'm an open book. And it was relevant to the conversation. I wasn't trying to like get sympathy from anyone. It's just that's
man.
why
You
I've
do-
been
you do
fucking
you
gone
right
for
now.
a few
You got
days.
You got
like,
a lot of grief to deal with. You do you right now. That's it.
yeah,
This is what it
and
takes.
that's why I
to
wasn't
do
live yesterday. I just spent the whole day fucking reminiscing and shit. Like some days I don't feel like it. Some days I fucking
Elder,
some
you're
days I like today I just the whole day I just wanted to go live the whole
Like,
fucking
I don't
day,
understand
but I was like
what's going on with Elder. Like, seriously.
Well, I was in
Todd, go to bed.
Fancy. Are you good? You got attacked in that other live.
Oh, I'm totally good. I'm just a little sick of these fucking pieces of shit thinking that they are okay to just act like this with no cares in the world. It's mind-boggling to me.
So I'm new. Like, I'm new to the whole group. I'm new to everybody. The drama is overwhelming. The one thing I've noticed that I can say is, like, Elder, you're here, you're listening, Todd, whatever your name is, you know, you got to learn some respect. You learn how to talk to people. You know, like in that live, you're arrogant, you're ignorant, you're self-righteous, you're a complete fucking asshole. I mean, just learn how to talk to people if you're going to run a live or have some kind of a civil discourse. Like the way these people talk to everybody, like they want to pick a fight and get punched in the face right there. I don't understand it. It's because you're behind a keyboard. It's because you're behind a phone. You're not face to face. You call people out and call them all kinds of crazy names and like the attacks. I just don't understand. You can't have a civil conversation like that.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do that, at least fucking do like a fucking battle or something. Like have at least some fucking like TikTok brain. Like do it with fucking style. Like Jesus. Some
I feel
create.
like
I've okay.
it's
So
just-
I've been like kind of like holding over one of my mutuals on this app and during her battles and stuff, right? And she's just always fucking trying to get on the rankings and shit, right? Just it's I don't know how she does it, but there was like this one guy that was she joined and it was like the quiet game and he was fucking disgusting the way that he was talking to her and I'm like that's this like 150,000 followers and that he's got like 250 viewers and they're all just like 4chan groypers that are just like, oh yeah, fuck women. I'm like, holy fuck, man. I can't like. So there is a market for it, Elder. Just maybe not in fucking political TikTok. Go take your fucking bullshit elsewhere. Nobody wants to fucking talk to you. Stop blocking you. I muted you for 1 minute. Cry me a river.
What I think it is that they've been on TikTok for so long. We all have like a persona online. It's not who we are all the time. I feel like it's like Black Mirror. It's blending in now. They forget who they've lost their humanity. They are just that character. Yeah. They're just their TikTok persona so much now that they can't separate. Because that's sociopathic to do that to somebody who lost somebody and to mock you about it. Yeah. That's like next level like, sociopath. Like, and
I can take it.
There are a lot of.
Make sure you come back to your own live when you have a following, as per Elder.
Dude, that was the only live I've ever seen of Elder tonight, and it was because people I knew were in there. I don't know. I never knew about his lives. Last time he was in a live with me, he just yelled at me.
What's so hard with saying sorry? Like, if you fuck up, what's so hard about saying sorry? I mean, that's all you have to do, really.
That's the other thing I noticed with that group is they just double down. They defend their stance. They won't apologize. I mean, maybe I was raised at a different time, raised by different people.
Or they play victim.
Like, own up to the shit that you said. Like, just own your garbage. That's it.
Like Backwoods, I could only fucking watch so much of that fucking live, and I was on my FYP, so I just kind of scrolled through right before I started this live. And Backwoods was like, yeah, he's talking to Cable. It's like, yeah, the left, they're really mean to me. And the reason why I did blackface was just to show them how offended that they get so easily. But then they're so mean to me. I'm like, the irony here is just gleaming.
Elder,
like, how the fuck do you actually take yourself seriously?
Like, Elder, actually, if you are making people feel bad and shitty, and all for 150 followers, then there's something wrong. Like, I don't understand people who gain followers that way or that way. I mean, personally, it's not fun.
Vance, you get a lot of noise there.
Oh, it's me?
I don't know.
It was Senna. Senna, you're muted. There was some feedback. And Todd, the whole cry all night, buddy. Like, you think I'm a fucking ashamed of crying? Like, dude, I'm fucking autistic. I've been fired from jobs for fucking crying. It's actually, I've talked about it many times. It's a thing with autism. You cry a lot easier. I used to get made fun of in like grade 5 for fucking crying when I'd get bullied. And I thought I was fucking crazy. And it was because I was undiagnosed with autism. And when I found that out, I was like, oh, I just should not be ashamed to fucking cry because that's just part of my fucking neurospiciness.
Can we talk about that though? You brought up bullying, and I feel like that is a topic of discussion lately. And I hear a lot from the ugly guy below me there. That you can't bully an adult, which is absolutely false.
Well, the
just
term
like,
bully is kind of like childish, but like,
sure, it happens a lot with children, but to bully, by definition, which words are important, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm sure it does not just have to do with children. Like, if you're bullying somebody with your words, yeah, it would get to a point of verbal assault. There's no charge for bullying, but
Children aren't born bullies; they learn it from adults. Adults are most
to
definitely
bully is to
they
pick
get.
on.
yeah, like there's not really very many words in the English language that really like work like with bully. It's like you got persecutor, oppressor, tyrant, tormentor. Tormenting, yeah, that's, but they're all like very specific. The bully is just like the word that sums them all up into one, right?
Yeah. And
But
Lisabella, I've never not said that I'm not bullying people. I do a light bully. I do. I do a light bully stuff. A little bit of light bullying. I do it for
yeah,
sure.
well, like there's one thing too, like with like comedy and shit like that. Sometimes like the being a bully is like kind of necessary in some situations. Like
I mean,
it's
am I bullying Backwoods right now by making that the my stickers on my post? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Is it fucking well deserved? I mean, he was racist.
You should have heard him tonight. Oh,
I mean,
but
so
the guy
I
fucking
just feel like my
literally came for
bullying
your
is a little,
neck. So I
yeah.
yeah,
wouldn't
And
my
consider that
bullying's a
bullying.
little
I would consider
minuscule
that
in comparison.
yeah, and it's
I don't
not.
think like if you were to speak like legally, I don't think it would be considered bullying because uh like if you were to if Backwoods were to go to the police and be like, "Oh, she's bullying me online." They'd be like, "Okay, well, what did you do?" Right? So it's not really bullying. It's like a confrontation.
Yeah, like I wouldn't consider it bullying, but like for the context of the argument, I suppose. And like, is Burn Book a bully account? I mean, I guess you can look at it like that, but that's not the intent. It's literally just showing what is fucking said. Was
Yeah,
my yo mama a bit of a bully thing? I mean, it could definitely be taken as such. It was
but
people clipped out of context for funny fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not
I
out
see
here
Burn
saying
Book
you
is
fat
like
piece of shit.
I see Burn Book as like a Wendy Williams kind of show, like gossip and drama and
Yeah, it's like
So
TMZ. Like,
yeah,
relax. Go
why
sue
not?
TMZ. And
there's a
Lisa Bella,
line.
I've seen your comments about me and a defamation.
Def
Please,
Lisa Bella,
defamation.
what's up?
please
Oh God, Lisa
give me
Bella,
the
I don't want you
defamation
up here right
case.
now just because I don't want you to think that like you're going you every time you come up when it's a panel like this, you get dogpiled and then you get mad at me, and I think it's just best for our friendship for you to just stay in the chat for a bit.
I wouldn't dogpile her.
I
I
think I think there's a line,
And I
Fancy.
mean, Lisa
I think there's a
Bella,
line in the sand. Sorry, you can jump in. I think there's some line in the sand that's hard to find. It's a gray area between call out culture and being accountable, and where accountability starts to blend into call out culture because it can go too far. So how do you find that kind of balance between making people accountable for their bullshit, but also not calling out everything all the time?
and
This whole thing
Lisa
is
Bella, I
funny.
forgot to mention earlier, you were talking about how I follow that meme account restaurant. Um,
Yeah, I heard that. What's that about?
Yeah, what is that?
that is
I've never
a
even seen it.
fucking meme account that started as fucking Goldfinger content and like Jimmy's ugly foot. So fucking sorry that I think that's funny. And then it started going into, I don't know, some other things. Like I think Lisa Bella's picture, or Red's picture got eaten by a pig. And then there was like a Mean Girls clip of Regina George getting hit by the bus at the end. And so that was, I was told that I'm following an account that inspires violence
I'll be
against
right back. My
women.
dog is like having a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
of
I'm
an issue
following
here.
6,000 accounts. I mean,
yeah.
and Some accounts start out. Sorry, Fancy, I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna ask her why she follows all of the fucking meme accounts that Doses and Co are making. And there is that one where I'm, Ratatouille, and there's all the knives. So like that could be considered inciting violence, though it is from a pop culture reference of, a movie cover photo, just like Mean Girls is her getting hit by the bus is the outro of Mean Girls. But yeah, so I'm just curious as to the double standard.
You may have been asking Canadian Bells, but it sounded accusatory. So you stand with that? You stand with women in violence? You stand with people that are having violence against women? Is that what you stand for?
It was very accusatory.
Yeah, that wasn't the question.
And since when is following an endorsement of the content to which that content has? I mean, there's accounts I follow just because I want to see what they post, whether I like it or not. It doesn't mean because I'm following an account, I endorse what they're posting.
Sorry.
And Lisabella, I understand how you're going to dance around this and say rat equals snitch. However, it came right after Jimmy called me a sewer rat. And there's just other rat memes that you could have used. Like there's Rat Race. But instead you wanted to use Ratatouille that has my picture and a bunch of knives around me stabbed into the wall. You crazy.
I mean, she complains about being called a play rat all the time. So why should we use rat to begin with? It's a little bit weird.
So don't we all follow accounts?
But you follow the account.
Well, I'm probably following bad accounts. I follow 6,000. I haven't gone through to see, exactly what they're posting. I mean, if somebody tells me I'm following a bad account, then I'll unfollow them. Because usually I'll just get a message and they'll say, do you know about this account, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll be like, no, and I'll unfollow it. That doesn't happen very often. So, I mean, how can we know exactly who we're following?
Lisabella, Mean Girls is a scene from a fucking movie, okay? Regina George getting hit by a bus is a scene from a movie. You could have used other rat-related content. Okay? Like, you didn't have to have the one with the big sharp knives being served.
Scientist just said she follows that account too, so then...
And then there's all the ones about Lindsay and all these other ones, Shay drinking, all these things. Like, in what way do you have this moral fucking high ground to come for my throat for following a meme account that literally has videos of Jimmy's toes? Get fucked.
Just because I don't know these accounts.
It's not me. And Lisabella, it's not me.
Oh my gosh, Nick, it wasn't me. But it wasn't me either. So get the fuck off my throat. Check your own followers list. Get off mine. Because you have me blocked.
What happened to freedom?
It's gone. It left with the fucking convoy.
Like, we're free.
Emergency Act, no freedom. Taken. Isn't your bank account frozen?
I'm, as an outside person, because I feel like I don't know what's going on, it sounds so bizarre. Like the account has, she's saying something about a pig eating somebody, and then there's a rat bolted to a door. Like, who cares? Who cares? Do what you want. Like,
It's just wild to me that the double standards are like.
If they made you a rat, they made you a rat and then put knives and put you to the door, it was you?
I mean, they put my face on Ratatouille cover.
Yeah, I think I saw it.
And then, like, I can't, like, I'm banned, so I can't, like, and I don't have enough followers to put my camera on to put a background up, but yeah, there's like a few of them. I displayed them the other day, yesterday or something like that. And it's just crazy that like these things are existing and they're only popping up due to the influx in hate towards me. And it's silly. And it's not affecting me to the point of which they want it to. It's just, I like to point out that yes, I do follow a restaurant account. it does make me laugh.
Did you say you were banned?
I'm
honestly don't
banned as a
understand.
guest on my main until the 10th. I got banned for hate speech in the other live.
Okay.
Having a
Fancy,
discussion about racism is not a bunch of adults fighting. It's having a discussion about racism.
I also
Fancy.
don't feel as if I'm playing a victim so much as I
Yeah, I don't
just feel like I am in a lot of these scenarios. I just, by, you know, it just happenstance, I am the victim of the month.
Okay, so I've never seen you play a victim at all.
But I don't, yeah, I don't. If I was playing victim, I'd be like crying. I'd be like asking for help. Can I have somebody come in the box with me? Oh my gosh, you hurt my feelings.
The way everybody else tonight did. The way everybody else complained about the white racism. Like I was raging out when I was trying to get into a box.
I think it's very confusing for me. Like Polly, you're like, I left so confused. I'm like, yeah, I was confused too.
What did
from
you
beginning
do
to
create
end?
all this hate? I'm curious. Where did this come from?
I don't know.
I don't know all the backstory. So
I've honestly, I don't think I've ever changed my like stature on this app. Like I've always kind of talked like this. I've always kind of been cordial. I don't think I mean, there's been a couple times I've lost my cool, not like that, but yeah, I don't usually let things bother me. I'm not very combative, and I don't know if it's because of that's what ruffles the feathers the most. I don't know. Like Backwoods said it, like everyone knows me because I troll them. Like I don't know if it's like that's why I asked. Like, is it because I'm good at trolling? I don't know.
You told me that's why I love you. And Lisabella, for the last time, can't be racist against white people.
I feel like people need to like just take a class, like go and get educated on this stuff. You are not the educators. The stuff you guys are saying is your personal feelings. If you go to school and get educated on anti-oppressive practice, you will learn that white people cannot experience racism. We can experience prejudice, all of that stuff, but not racism. We don't get judged by the color of our skin when we walk into a room.
Wikipedia article on racism.
Unless it's a bunch of melanated people and they don't feel safe around us, period. Fuck. We're never going to get past racism or any of this stuff because of these guys. And they're making it worse for their kids because their kids are going to have to deal with it. Their kids are going to have to get all the backlash when the everything levels out and the playing field is even and we're not the majority. Our kids and our grandkids and all of them are going to take the flack, just like it's what's happening in South Africa. Go look what's happening in South Africa to the children of the people who had the apartheid. Look what's happening to those children. That's what's going to happen to our children. They don't care. They're in their feelings. It's not about our feelings.
She's like, you're teaching kids to racially profile weight.
Stupid. It's such a waste of time.
God,
We're still fighting over semantics about racism. Now we've stolen everything from them. Now we're going to try and co-opt racism. Oh, racism's hitting because people tell us we have white. And then tonight they were saying about cracker. When has the word cracker ever been comparable to the N-word? When did anybody come around and call you a cracker that othered you to the point that you could lose your life? Like, give me a break.
Somebody explain white racism to me because I don't understand what that is.
It doesn't exist. It's prejudice and discrimination. We can experience all of that. And then they were saying, well, what about poor white people? I'm like, yeah, you're a poor white person. That's classism, but you still don't face colorism. You're not on top of them being poor. They're also not, they're melanated. They're not white. Like it blows my mind.
Creepy Squash, are you still here? If you're here,
what is
educators that
things be true at once? That's what my story was today.
Canadian Bella, have you been dragged out of your car at gunpoint? Just curious.
Oh man,
you're
the reason you're pushing us back. You guys fucking in your feelings all the time. They haven't educated themselves on any of this. Duck, duck, go. That's their education level on systemic issues.
White people were the first enslaved ones. I don't know. You might want to talk to some Jews about that.
Oh my god!
The people she's hanging out with are giving her this sort of. They're all saying this stuff. All of them. I'm not saying.
Unfortunately, slavery has existed throughout all mankind back to as far as we can think, and it's not justified. It's just been there.
But what they don't understand is that slavery has existed, but chattel slavery is a whole next level of slavery.
Hold on.
What black melanated
Lisa?
people went through, chattel slavery, that is next level. That's not indentured servitude. That's not any slavery that Irish or any other people went through. Chattel slavery was worse than the animals. They literally treated them worse than animals. Like, these people are not educated and they're just spewing their crap because they're in their feelings. It's exhausting as a white person, constantly having to call. I can't even, this is why melanated people don't want to be around us. It's exhausting having to deal with their feelings all the time. Yeah, but what you're talking about, the Slovaks, really, Lisabella?
Learn history. I think you need to learn some history.
Jesus Christ. I have like $40,000 in education. I'm going to get DuckDuckGo over here telling me about it. No. Fuck me. It's so frustrating because we're just
gonna have to, when you walk down, okay, when you go into a dark neighborhood, if you will, who's going to be pulled over? Who's going to be questioned? You or Fancy? Who's going to be questioned?
You might both be, but who's going to actually be scared in that moment? Me? No. I'm not going to be worried that cop's going to pull his gun out of his holster. I'm not going to be worried that I've approached cops. I've approached cops aggressively.
Anyone got questions when pulled over? Lisabella.
Zero concern.
Oh my goodness. Anyone would if they did something wrong. Say that to Sandra Bland, bitch. Oh wait. She's dead.
Because then they say that they're allies.
Wait,
and stuff.
hold on. Didn't her friend Mike get questioned by the cops because of an accusation? But he did nothing wrong according to Lisa. So why would he be questioned? Why would he go to jail? He did absolutely nothing wrong.
What about black cops? Just because there's black cops, it doesn't mean there isn't racism or systemic racism within the police force.
Yeah, like it's so rudimentary. It's feelings. That's the problem. It's fragility. It's just feelings. And I get it because I felt it for a long time when I was younger. I used to think too sometimes, well, it's over now. We should be, I grew up in a very diverse community. I didn't see it. And then as I started getting older and listening to Black friends, I learned it's very different. My Indigenous friends, very different. Very different.
Isabella, do you know who Sandra Bland is? Have you ever heard of Sandra Bland? That story fucked me up, man.
I know.
She got pulled over for a fucking traffic ticket, like a fucking broken taillight or some shit. Or failure to fucking signal.
Why are you so mad at me and telling me this story?
Like, you're acting like I don't care about like injustices happening with other races.
Well, you're saying anyone can fucking get pulled over, and if you're doing shit that's bad,
so angry at me, but why?
Because you're not understanding.
What don't I understand? Like, you're telling me something that I didn't know about an accident that had happened or some injustice am I supposed to know every single injustice that happens in the world at all times?
Speak on stuff. Sit back and listen.
I can speak on whatever I would like to, Senna.
But it's shit. It's garbage. It causes fights. It upsets people.
What have I said that has upset someone?
What have I said, man? Okay. What is the hardship of your life that you want to be fighting with people all the time? Do you have something in your life?
Am I yelling at you right now, or are you yelling at me?
No, you're being condescending. It's constantly, Isabella. You and I had a great conversation about adoption one night. I didn't even know it was you. I had no idea.
Most people have great conversations with me until they know it's me, and then they turn their tune.
No, not at all. I still said, I'm like, no, she was great. I had no problem with her. And then this race shit started, and you were defending, like,
I decided the points that were being made about some things. Yeah. We disagree on some stuff. So what? Do you have to get that angry about it?
Not factual. Yours is about feelings. It's not about fact.
Is it? You guys, seriously? You're not even recognizing the fact that the word slave derived from Slavics, who were the first ones enslaved, and they were white.
We're talking about now, Lisa, about not like, thousands of years ago. So you know what? I'm actually going to say this. Lisa, shut your white mouth.
Oh, okay. No. What's your background, Lisa? Lisa, what is your, what do you do? What is your background?
Why is that any of your business at all, Senna?
I'm just curious to know.
It's none of your business. How about that? That's the answer. I don't owe you anything.
Point out the white people in my picture. Which ones do you think are the white people?
Why does that matter? What is your point?
You made the point. Which are the white people in that picture?
Well, they're yellow and brown people in the picture, so they're not.
So they're brown people, but I thought you said Slavs were white.
Slavics were white and they were enslaved. We didn't
That's the
learn about
Slavic
white
person on the far
slavery.
left.
We never learned about white oppression and white slavery growing up. And that's a problem. Because now when we talk about it, people who talk about it get dogpiled and
It's not.
racist. Why are we not allowed to talk about what happened to white people in the past too? Everybody
You
experienced
can talk
slavery.
about it's the comparison you make between the two as though they are equal in some ways, where it starts becoming an issue.
It's irrelevant.
Why
has
is it
no
irrelevant?
relevance today.
Ported, can
Why?
you come back up? Hold on.
Because people of minorities are still experiencing oppression right now today.
Yes.
All over North
Nobody's
America.
denying that. Why
But
can't
white
two
people
things be
aren't.
true at once? Why can't two things be true at the same time?
What oppression have you experienced?
Lots of oppression.
Explain.
Well, I live in Canada, first off. I've just been told to shut my white mouth. I don't know what my skin color is.
Those aren't oppression.
Those are oppression.
Right now.
I've
I've been silenced tons of times because I spoke out against COVID stuff.
not
The way that
oppression.
I've been treated by
Canadian
everybody
Bell,
on this
sorry,
fucking
just one
app on
sec,
the
sorry,
left.
sorry.
Do you understand what
Isaac.
oppression actually is?
Like these are
Isaac.
questions. These are baiting questions. You guys understand that, right? Like you don't
No, you
actually
just
want
don't
to
understand
hear
what
a
you're talking about.
solution, and you don't
Isaac,
want to hear an
Sarah?
answer. You just want to hear your own response to what I'm
Learn
going to
some
say.
humility.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
You're one to talk.
Yeah, hold on one sec, guys. Just one sec. Isaac, Senna got reported for hate speech, so she got
I
removed.
seen that.
So can she
I'm not
come back
reporting
up in
anybody.
another profile, maybe?
Yeah, if she can, she has another account. And Lisabella, you are getting you're interjecting yourself into a conversation about racism,
And then her
and you have
when
no
I-
prior education on
don't know what
racism.
education-
Can I
So
just
that's why
say-
Senna asked you what your credentials are.
She asked
Can
me
I
what my
just
background
say,
was.
As
Why
as
do I have to go? Do I have
historian,
to go to school to learn about racism? Like I'm 36 years old.
Well, if you're going to be in a
Lisabella.
serious conversation about it, you should probably have a background.
Do I need to
or
go to a government-funded
shut
fucking
up
school?
and listen, or at least have
Why
the
are you being
ability
so rude? Why do you have to
to.
talk to me like that? I'm not talking to anybody like that.
Because
here.
you are sitting here playing victim.
No, I'm not.
When you're not
You
the
are,
fucking
actually.
victim. You're
No,
not
I'm not.
oppressed.
and
I know. Oh my
support
god.
me.
Okay,
You said you were
Lisabella.
oppressed, so
You
don't say
don't
you didn't say that.
understand racism, but you're sitting here trying to
Why are you
teach us
talking
about
to me like
racism,
this?
and you don't understand the
Isaac,
basics
why are
of
you
it.
talking to me like this?
Because it's been
I'm
driving
not
me
talking
nuts
to
listening
anybody
to
like
you.
this. I've not
play
told
victim.
anybody to shut their mouths. I've not been rude to anybody here. Like what the fuck? Why are you guys always like this when I come up in a live? Especially you, Isaac. Like
Why? I told you not to come up, and then you just kept
I did
triggering the
not
fuck
actually.
out of
I only
everybody in
requested
here.
one time. I didn't request more than once, and it just sat there. And then somebody.
Yeah,
let
just
me
ignore
up.
what I just said, and then play victim again.
What? What are
Like
you
you're not
talking
a
about?
victim.
I'm not saying I'm a victim.
Yes, you just did. You just
You
said
said
you were
oppressed.
oppressed.
You asked me how I've been oppressed as a white person.
I didn't ask you
You
that. You
didn't,
just
somebody
went off
else
about how
did.
you're oppressed, and it's not
I was
oppression.
answering the question that I was asked.
And what
I
I'm
was-
saying is you don't understand the basics of this topic,
you
and
don't
you're
even know
interjecting
what my
yourself
life
and
is
trying to
outside of
paint
this
us
app.
as the bad guy when
No,
it's actually
I'm not.
you asking these vague questions that are just to fucking trigger people.
What are you talking about?
I don't think she's intending to. I honestly don't think that's her intention.
Jesus, Isaac, take a breath.
I do think though that you create controversy the way that like I asked you a simple question. You're talking on topics. It would be like if whatever your background is, me coming into your workplace and speaking over you. Like, yeah, you do need to have an education in these things to talk about them. We don't
What
have
kind
enough.
of education do I need to speak about racism? What
Okay,
class?
I'm gonna
do I
talk.
need to
Maybe,
take?
okay, how about this? You don't need an
One second.
education, but what you
Right.
need to do is at least listen to what the other side is saying and acknowledge it and at least rebuttal with something that isn't just, oh, I'm the victim.
I'm not.
Can
I
I talk
never
for 1
even
second?
once
Can I
said
talk?
that I was.
Can I
the
talk?
Don't even
Can I
know
talk?
what you.
Can I talk? Can I talk? The one thing I've noticed since you came up, Bella, the one thing I've noticed, you, Jimmy, Elder, you're all the same. You
No, we're
talk
not.
way
I'm
more.
my own person.
Can I talk?
Sure.
You talk way more than you actually listen. Maybe if you kept your mouth shut long enough to listen to other people talk, you would understand what people are trying to say.
Okay, I'll mute myself, and you guys tell me how I should think and what I should say next.
I just think it's a defensiveness, and I get it as a white person. I also feel defensive at times. I took a course called Power, Privilege, and Identity. And we had to sit in the class and have everybody in the class talk about white culture except the white people. And by the end of the class, I was physically sick. I felt so angry. And I remember my teacher saying, this is how people from the global majority feel every single day because they're in our world. You guys don't even want to acknowledge that. They're telling us this all through Black History Month. Look what happened during Black History Month. Look what our community did. They did blackface, but said it wasn't blackface, then said it was blackface, then caused all of this controversy.
Then played victim.
No, can I finish? The same thing during Pride.
Let her talk, Lisabella.
The same thing happened during Pride. It was a big upheaval. People were mad about drag story time. They ruined that month. And now it's St. Patrick's Day and it's going to be, oh, you're appropriating my culture, which is not what St. Patrick's Day represents. Irish people are Black. Irish people are brown. There's all different colors. It's not about race. It's the ethnicity. Your ethnicity. So you can't gatekeep an entire country, a nationality. Black History Month was created because Black people were brought over here and they lost their ethnicity. They don't even know where they came from. So they created their own culture. That's why when they say, I'm proud to be Black, it's because we made them not proud to be Black. Being white is nothing. It's a skin color. We have ethnicity. We have culture. We have heritage. It's back where we came from.
Or we mix them?
And the fact that we're at semantic level of arguing this stuff means that my kids, our grandkids, our future generations are going to be in a shit fucking world of hurt because of people like you. They're going to suffer. Go look at South Africa. Go look at the kids in South Africa, how you want to see racism to white people? Go look at South Africa.
What's people like me? I don't racially profile people. It doesn't mean that I don't fucking recognize their struggles and I don't recognize the fact that there's been a shit ton of injustices and still are against marginalized communities. You guys have just assumed that about me. I don't judge people based on their skin color.
We don't
It
assume.
doesn't matter if you don't. People do.
And I'm not going to feel sorry for being white. I'm not feeling guilty for my skin color. I have no control over that, and I have no control over the past. All I can do is be myself and do what I can do as an individual.
Sorry. Who said that? I don't feel sorry for being white. I have privilege. I'm glad I was
such a weird action.
I had all the opportunities, no matter how hard my life was, which it was. I have fucking cancer right now. I get all the best treatment. My friends who are Black and brown who have my illness don't get half the care. They get gaslit. The systemic issues are so deep that you need to listen to melanated people. Go talk to them.
You think that I don't know these things, Senna?
I don't
like
any
you guys
of them
just make
around you.
assumptions.
Can I tell you what you
so
don't
many
know?
assumptions about me?
Can I say something that you don't know? And honestly,
tell me
I'm
what I
just
don't know, Alex. I will listen with all ears.
Okay. So first off, Slavic people were not the first slaves. It actually originated from Mesopotamia. Second, there's so many different types of slaves, and like one of the worst you can ever get is chattel slavery, which is what Africans had to deal with the North Atlantic slave trade. So and I'm telling you this because this is literally my field. I am literally an expert in this, telling you that you are getting this information.
Okay. So do you think that white people never experienced slavery in their lives? Ever?
I don't know.
I'm not saying that they didn't experience slavery, but I'm telling you that there's different types of slavery.
Does that mean that they are still able to be
Lisabella, we're talking about Black history and you keep fucking trying to steer it towards white people. That's where your fucking racism is showing.
That's not racist.
Yeah, it fucking is.
How?
When we are talking about Black history and then you come in and you say, oh, white people are oppressed too, that's fucking racist as fuck.
No, it's
Can I just say something?
I never said that.
Hey, can I just say something? So what you're doing, Lisabella, is called tu quo que, which means, well, we had it too. It's a fallacy, and people use it all the time.
I'm just saying you can't there's no talk about it ever, and I think that's a problem because it was part of history as well.
Say something.
Talk about it all the time.
There's tons of talk about
You were
it. There's
talking about
the white slave trade ever.
You were talking about white people like we are a monolith. We have all different. I'm Irish. I don't know what kind of white you are. I'm Irish. I'm not Italian. I don't
make my skin color my entire identity.
Black
Has the slavery of white
black
people? Hold
ethnicity
on.
do you not understand that?
Bella,
Do you not
hold
get
on.
that? They don't have that.
Sorry,
They don't
Sana.
have
Hold
that.
on.
They had to create an entire culture and that we culture vampire. We stole from them.
No shit, Senna. No fucking shit. You think I didn't fucking go to school, you dumb bitch? You think I don't know this shit? Holy fuck. Jesus
Doesn't
Christ.
sound
You
like
guys
you
are just
did.
constantly yelling all the time. You know what? You guys don't know shit. You guys are...
Bet, come.
April 20th, baby. Lethbridge, let's go.
I'm just saying, my degree tells me that I know something.
Screaming at me
so.
like fucking banshees.
But here's
like,
the
calm
question:
the
how
fuck
has,
down.
if white people were enslaved at some point,
I'm not scared of you.
Senna.
Fucking drapes you up quick. I'm not scared of you.
PMS.
in what way? I have a serious question. In what way has, if white people were enslaved at some point, the Irish, whatever, how has it affected your life personally? In what way have you been affected
Black slave trade ever affected any
I'm done
of the
with
fucking...
this. I can't fucking take it anymore. Like, the whole deflection to, oh, white people are oppressed too. Shut the fuck up. Like, just stop.
Big fight. I hate ending stuff like that. I don't like having.
I can't listen to the deflections anymore. Like, it's just constantly deflect, not acknowledge what was just said and just deflect. It's not productive.
Yeah,
like, it's not a debate.
An
It's
acknowledgement.
nothing
I think
other than
that's
just
what it is.
fucking playing fucking the victim card for fucking 30 fucking minutes. Like, my patience is very fucking thin right now with that fucking bullshit.
Isaac,
like I
now
think
you've seen the real Lisabella. Now you've seen the real one. That's her. That's her.
going off of what you said, Senna, because I really liked what you said.
Trust me, I've seen the real Lisabella. It's nothing against Lisabella, but like, it's fucking just, I'm not in the mood to be listening to a deflection. Like, we can have conversations about other things, but I do not want to fucking listen to some fucking, oh, I'm the victim. I couldn't even watch Backwoods do it. That's not why I want to fucking come live today, is to listen to fucking white people go, I'm the victim.
Hey, Isaac, what do you want to talk about, bro?
But I want to hear what
This is
Fancy
your
was.
life.
What you, and like sitting with all of that like white fragility and stuff like that, what you were talking about with your class, and then you were saying that like you were saying something to Lisabella before she started talking. I wanted to interrupt, but it was something about like, it made me think about just acknowledge the existence, and like instead of making it about the, oh, we did that too, oh, that happened to us too. It's like, just she made an argument today that because I made a comment on my post about like it was the biracial post, and I had put, fuck, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm too fucking tired now. But yeah, like fighting for my fucking blackness on this app. Like I'm constantly like trying to like fight for my right to be seen as a black
They were saying
person.
you're half white. How does that work? We split her in half? Is she white in the morning and black
Like
at night?
Yeah, like I understand that I am biracial, but for me, it's not as important to be like white proud as it is for me to be black proud. And I am seen as a visible minority, and I want to be seen as a black woman, and I am seen as a black woman. And for someone to say, no, you're not, that's like what, to me, it's like when people are doing that, that's taking away from the black experience and taking away from like really, like, did I really make history with shut your white mouth that I'm now oppressing the white man?
I'm sorry.
Did I do it?
No.
I'm sorry I find that funny. It's funny.
Like, was that
You said such a
groundbreaking
white
shit?
mouth. It
I
in
said,
no
shut your
way
white mouth, and now like all of Canada's history has to write about me because I finally oppressed the white man?
Oh my god.
But they're
like, holy fuck, and someone needs to pay me money.
They're doing that as a deflection to take away from them saying the N-word. That's why they're doing that. It's all a deflection to get away from that.
They always forget the first part.
I'm gonna get down in a minute, but I'm sitting in there and I'm listening to them, and like I have to go. I'm thinking of all my appointments this week. I'm like, I have chemo, I have all this shit this week, and I'm like, this is what these fucking people are crying about. Like, get a real problem. Get a real fucking problem. You whining babies. Like, try going to the hospital all week. Like, I'm so done. I'm done.
I just want to say something really quick. I honestly, I understand people like Lisabella or Bella, or whatever her name is, and a lot of other people on the right, because I was there years ago, right? So I get it. A lot of the information that they are listening to and reading and whatever, hearing from their friends is more about the comprehension, right? They don't comprehend well. So they have this different filter than we do, so we can hear things and we can understand it. They don't understand it, so they have to make up this other part to make it fit, right? So when you say certain things, it might click once in a while, but they almost have to be taught like a fourth grader. And it's not to put them down or anything, but they almost have to have it very simplified to see the picture. So when you were, so when Senna, when you were talking about how, white people are more about their ethnicity and, where they come from, etc., she was kind of starting to get it, right? Like she's starting to like, oh, okay, wait a minute. And then she lost it again. You know what I mean? So it's very much in the comprehension.
I thought Isabella and I had a conversation, just her and I and these guys. She was defending me in the live and everything. I don't think she's inherently a bad person. I just think that everyone think they're defensive. I get defensive too. My dad, you know how long it got me to get my dad to understand what white privilege was? Like my dad grew up with nothing. He was in prison at 16, like trying to explain that to him. And now he gets it. It took a lot of work. And that I'm willing to do that work, but I don't like when with the mocking and the constant, it's frustrating to me because I think of my children, my grandchildren, the future generations, what they're going to have to deal with because of these fucking guys. Because I'm telling you, look at South Africa, look at what's happening in South Africa. There are children there that are living in the streets and everything because they want them out. They want all the white people out because of what happened.
And that's the second part of it is that unfortunately, if you want to learn and you understand that maybe I don't comprehend this, then you have to put work into it. And a lot of these people don't want to put the work into it. It's just easier to do the other stuff and hate and throw words and slander and all that stuff, right? So if they're not willing to put the work in, then no, they're never going to comprehend it.
Part of the problem is here too on this app. Part of the problem is that there's really bad echo chambers. People
and misinformation
end up in their little groups, and they share the same information. And I've been in them and I've listened, and it reiterates around and around, and they believe it wholeheartedly. So when they are faced with a different opinion, they've just come out of a chat with 10 other people that all agree 100% on the same thing.
Right.
So Senna, they're saying, I heard that a lot tonight, right? I heard that about South Africa a lot. They're like, oh, well, look at South Africa. They're being racist against white people. What would you say to that?
It's true. If there is a place on the planet where white people do experience racism now, it would be South Africa. I did a whole thing in school about it. But I mean, it's kind of earned. Look what happened.
I think, like, that's why I said in one of my little speeches, my little fucking speeches, that it's the word power is really important. And that's why I stress, like, we are in the Americas. The white is the power here.
Right.
So I'm sorry, unless you go somewhere else where white is not been the power and is still the power, it's like, sorry.
You're exactly right. I will never understand it. I will never know it, right?
Unless you go to a place where
unless I move to
actually oppressed, and it's not just one fucking lady on the internet saying shut your white mouth.
Right.
Because I want to talk about the N word from a Black perspective, because it's a Black affecting word.
Yeah. And Fancy, you
So that's
haven't done
right.
anything wrong. You haven't done like this is what I mean.
And
They
like
just now it's just an attack, right? Now
Yeah, and like
now they're
the
embarrassed.
question of all time is, do you think you could have used another word? Do you think you could have said, of course. I am here to fucking pack a punch. Like,
But you were
hello.
trying to get the attention of white people who were talking about a Black issue that you should have been talking about.
Exactly.
And the thing is that they're embarrassed. They know what we're saying is right, but they can't admit to it, right?
Well, you could tell the moment that Lisabella started to notice that we were onto something, that's when she went on the attack and called Senna a bitch.
Exactly. Because why would I sit here and be embarrassed and have to own up to it and then have to do the work and then have to explain to everybody that I was wrong? Like, that's too much. Unless you're actually willing to go, oh, you know what? And then you know what the fun thing is that when you do that, because I had to do it, then you see things through totally different eyes and you go, holy fuck. And then you just want to learn everything and you want to do everything.
I just hate my temper. I don't like losing my temper. I don't like angry. I want people to keep I want to keep having this conversation.
And they need to keep coming.
It's just ridiculous that we're still stuck at this one. It's so silly. Like how people they're white. They should know. They know what happens behind closed doors. They're in the club. We all know that white people are racist. We've met white racist people in our lives. We've had family members. We have people in our if I've seen it and I'm doing the work, then people who aren't doing the work are definitely seeing it. And the fact that they're lying and saying it doesn't exist, and I don't see race, I don't see color, and it's like, shut up, you're lying. I hate it.
Lying.
It's so
There you go.
frustrating.
Isaac, I'm going to take off. I need to get my stuff ready for work tomorrow, but love you all. Senna, get some rest, honey. Pan Fancy, I can hear in your voice you're tired.
I'm gonna get a full break tomorrow.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is definitely all that we talked about. But I think for me personally, when I think about what's been happening the last few years, COVID and after COVID and everything, I am looking at the world and going, it was something that was happening many years ago where we had to talk about it, right?
How you doing, Isaac?
Senna, your mic is.
Is it Senna or was it me?
What's up, FedEx? You've never been on here before.
I've never been. I'll be respectful too.
Nice to meet you.
I just want to say that I'll quickly and then I'll get down. Is that I think that we went through many years of talking about this and then we stopped, right? We stopped talking about it because a lot of people thought there wasn't an issue anymore. So, and just life went on and then, things started happening and then all of a sudden we're in this huge political thing that we never talked about before. It was always hush hush, don't tell people about, your political views. And now the racism is exploding again. And we have all these things happening in the States and and people are afraid and have so much fear that this, it's going to move up here. And, people are fighting and standing up and other people are going, oh no, I want it to be like it was when I was, 10 years old. Like
I don't think
there's
it's
no
exploding.
racism in
I
this
think
world.
it's that I don't think it
Okay, FedEx, I've heard enough.
No, don't. Why?
I think that sorry, FedEx just made me laugh. Sorry. I think that people are they feel braver now coming out.
Yes.
They feel braver being against the 2S LGBTQIA plus community. They feel braver being racist. And they're given safe spots, safe spaces to be like this right now. When before, if you said something racist, people would turn and look at you and go, what the F did you just say? Right? But now these guys, not only listen to their friends or whatever they are being racist, they push it and they enable it and they
And can
carry
I
it
just,
on.
they also, like, people are saying, like, I keep hearing this 400 years ago. The civil rights movement was in the 60s. Like, we're still, this was Black History Month, and look what happened. Look what
No.
happened. Like, it's just this month, last month, they went and hijacked it and made a mockery of it and blamed a black woman for saying, shut your white mouth, but didn't focus on the N word, wanted to divert from the makeup on the faces, wanted, like, Backwoods thinks we're not stupid. We heard what came out of his mouth. He was talking about going to get his braids done and drink a Capri. Like, he was
Yeah.
being a jerk.
He was.
Eating an apple, like he called.
Yeah.
He said,
Other
I
black
called.
creators called him out. So, like, if
And
other black creators
then
thought it was
at
offensive, that's
the
racism.
3/4 mark of that live, he admitted to you, Backwoods. Yes, I see you. You admitted to fucking doing that because of me. So what the fuck are you talking about, my guy?
You want to hear a wild stat? This one blew me away. So I have a really good friend of mine who's, and I'm hopefully not trying to be racist here. He's a black person in Hamilton. He said, look up the demographics of Canada, see how many black people there are. It's about 4%. There's more people in Canada on welfare as a whole, including white people, which is the majority, than there are black people in the country. There's more people, so there's probably more white people on welfare complaining about our system than there are black people in the country.
And do you know how many people make up the 2S LGBTQIA plus community?
Fucking
4%.
small.
4%. 4%. But you know how many people are immunocompromised? 14%. 25% are disabled. Now 28% are disabled. All of these communities get othered all the time by the majority. The majority acts like they're the victims because some of the pie is being taken from them, and they can't handle that. They can't handle being told like, if somebody told me to shut my mouth is white. Why? Like, hit dogs holler. That wouldn't affect me. Call me what was it? Cracker? I've heard that. I know guys who have a baseball team and they call themselves the Crackers. They're all white. They call themselves that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the same thing as the N word. And
No,
and the
it's
fact that we're
definitely
having
not.
arguments, I feel like I'm dumbing down all the time, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Because I go in these spaces with a diverse community of people who tell me their experience, and I'm being told by white people that's not true. So the
And
black
let's
people.
not forget my sign. If I could show it, I would. N-word/black. Okay, that's why you can't say shut your black mouth. Okay, there is no, it's not white and cracker equals N-word and black. It doesn't work like that.
Which is what happened in Elders Live.
Yeah.
Someone told you to shut your.
Okay, I'm going to jump down. And just as a last word, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah. I will say one thing that has come out of this. I've noticed a lot of people that we've had past discretions, and some of us have conflict. It's bringing us together.
Yeah, man.
I
agree. I see you, country girl Tanya.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I never would have thought I would have been, chatting with or whatever, and we all agree that we don't mess with that. So
No, the left is getting stronger. Those guys be just
Like, I
coming in
know-
by the boatload.
Like, I know you and I, Senna, we've had our issues in the past or whatever, and just to be completely candid, I'm still willing to have a talk with you if you want to talk to me offline or whatever, if you want. But I am happy that we're all starting to, like, put stupid shit aside.
yeah, I think it's sad. Isabella, I feel bad now that we had that's how, even though I don't agree with what she's saying, I hate fighting. I hate it. I
really don't feel bad.
I know you don't.
It's like, it's just such a, like, white supremacist thing to do, to, like, try and play victim and try and, like, it just screams white supremacy, and for them to just ignore that and then continue to just play victim, it's like, Get the fuck out of here. I can't listen to it anymore. Like
So
it
she
seems
does it
like
with quite a
something
few
that like
things where she feels attacked.
it seems like
Because look
something
at
that
what
they would
happened the other
do.
night when she was on with us. Oh, sorry.
It seems like something that they would have done back in like the fucking 60s and shit. Like, oh, white people are oppressed too. White people, oh, white people, we have our problems. Like, just to completely deflect from the actual fucking issue that we're talking about. Like, we were talking about black history, not fucking white privilege or. Well, we were talking about white privilege, not white oppression.
I honestly feel like things have regressed. I feel like things were better in the 90s than they are now.
What was that, Fancy Pants?
I said I like how excited you are, and I like how, I mean, not for your health, Senna, but I like how excited you get as well. And Brock, I like how much you speak out. And I was looking at the numbers in the chat earlier, and I was like 70, and then I like got a big inflated head, and I was like 70 people are on my side, and then I like came back down to earth and was like, not a chance. There's some people in here that are not, and the numbers are dropping quick. They do not want to hear what I gotta say. Thank you to the people that are here, that are standing in support of, I guess, me and standing against racism. And if you are as fucking heated and excited as Senna and Isaac, I appreciate you almost more because this is fucked. Like, so fucked. And the more people realize how fucked it is, you know, what is it? Squeaky wheel, whatever, fucking gets a juice. Oh, I just got Lizzo in my head now. Ooh. Give me the juice. Yeah, so just thanks. And like
I'm pretty sure there's more than 70. I think that there's 70 people that have Fancy in their name now.
Yeah, it was fun when I made a little scroll through. I was like, oh, fun. I just got to type in Fancy. And I really appreciate the clovers too, because I know that's me too. I love that troll. That you guys came up with that all on your own too. That was clever. I had no part in any of this, I promise. I just like people are getting it, and I'm sorry here's my apology. I'm sorry if it hurts that you see people supporting me. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. I'm sorry that you weren't oppressed. So you have a white mouth. And I'm sorry that I was able to use that against you in that instance. And if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change a thing. But for the sake of your feelings and this monologue, I should have said something more appropriate for your little feelings.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How the fuck do you know if I was oppressed or not?
Fancy Pants.
Buddy. Dude, you did fucking blackface. You have
Isaac,
no
you're
credibility.
irrelevant. I don't
How do
give
you
a fuck
take
about what
yourself
you say,
seriously
Why
there,
don't you just
Backwoods?
apologize? Like, what is so hard about that?
That's the problem is you don't give a
I
fuck.
told you, man. I said it from the get go. If I'm apologize for all the shit from Absorb One, from fucking KDT, from all the shit being called a white supremacist, a Nazi, and all that shit for the last 2 years, I'll apologize for what I did.
Muffin, I feel so bad for you, Black.
Oh, you're scared that somebody
Hold
stands
on.
up
Can I
for
get in the middle of
something
this?
in life, or because
Can I
I
get in
don't
the middle
fall
of
for
this?
your bullshit,
White supremacy?
bro?
You stand up for white supremacy? Ooh, I'm so jealous.
Question for Backwoods.
And
this is a true, sincere question. This is a sincere question. Why would you end up proving their point then and do white supremacy? You never did answer my question. Like, why did you end up doing blackface?
You know
okay.
that? I'm gonna get my iPad out so that I have a specific mute button for you. So you're gonna have about 5 seconds to talk every time that you get muted. You're
still a bitch
because there's a delay. No, you come in here and you disrespect the host. How do you expect to get treated, bud?
Dude, I haven't respect you since the day that you fucking drove me off the wall to punch my walls. I punch you right in the fucking teeth. I disrespect you, motherfucker, because in real life I would not.
Yeah, so why do I have to show you any fucking respect on this app?
Because you're a little cunt. You're the most disrespectful little bitch on this app.
You're gonna get banned talking like that, just so you know.
Schmitties, do we have enough to go live on Burn Book with my face? I want to show my expressions. I'm dying right now.
Yeah, what? Like I thought.
So
What?
here's
Like,
the thing, Fancy, and who said that I didn't stick up for Net Live? I said you were getting
Nobody.
dog. I said you were getting dogpiled.
I know. I
Bro.
appreciate that. Thank you.
And here's the thing. When I bring up these points, right? I'm so sick and tired of the race baiting, and it goes beyond the N word, bro. It goes to the Apple.
You fucking baited this
Isaac.
conversation,
Shut the
bud.
fuck up.
You're the one baiting.
The fuck
Don't tell me to
up.
shut up.
Shut up.
I'll
Just
fucking
shut up.
mute you
Just
every time you
listen.
try and make a point if you tell me to shut up one more time.
If you want to have fucking dialect, bro, just shut the fuck up and listen.
It's dialogue, my guy. Dialogue.
Why does everyone on the right say dialect?
Look at that. I got a mute button for
I
you
don't
now.
give a fuck, bro.
Words
matter.
I thought you were a man of God, though. Like, doesn't the Bible tell you to not repay evil with evil?
Dude, I am in my flesh right now because I am fucking angry.
so that's your
So put on
excuse
a
for in
shirt.
your flesh.
Don't you think
Man,
I've been? Don't you
I'm
think I've
just
been
saying.
angry, fucking dealing with everybody on the left for the last couple years?
I was.
You asked for it, buddy.
Time and even
We
I
were
don't-
friends, and then you fucking went off the deep end with your little fucking. Oh, I just want to say the N word. It's not a problem if I say the N word because I have black friends.
That ain't what was said. See, you guys don't understand context, bro. You don't understand even why that shit happened.
I've seen all the
How did we
context,
get
bud.
from point A to point B, Isaac?
Because you fucking started it.
How did that even become a
And
topic?
then you
Did
tried
I
playing
bring it up?
victim.
Did I bring it up? So you don't even
Yeah,
know.
you
'cause
did.
I didn't
Actually,
even-
it was
No,
actually
I
you that
didn't.
brought it up.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was.
You're a fucking clown.
You're a fucking clown. You're the one that
stop.
did
It
blackface and
wasn't
tried
me.
playing victim
Go-
tonight,
hey,
bud.
listen, go get the
How can
tapes
you
and read all
actually
of them.
take yourself seriously?
I'm pretty sure.
Scientist, are you on
I'm
this?
pretty sure TikTok scientist has the fucking tape. I'm not the one that bring up the fucking N-word thing, bro.
Dude, I was.
Yes, sir.
It was.
It
like,
was a
It was
comparison.
February 11th.
It was a comparison.
Was it
to
February
Apple,
11th?
and it
February
was a,
9th?
It was a race bait question by fucking Absorb
Yeah, so
One.
you were the one
There's
asking the
race
race
bait.
bait question, and
None
then
of this matters.
You're clowns. That's all I know.
Can I
You're all
just
fucking
ask a
clowns.
question?
You can't have a real
Dude.
conversation with any of you.
But why
Yes,
did
I
you
can.
do
I've
that
had many real conversations with you, Backwoods. I just don't like you anymore because
Yeah,
you come
good.
in
I
my
don't
live,
fucking
you
like
call me a
Look at
bitch, you threaten
Yeah,
me.
fucking bitch.
Grow the fuck up.
Can I just ask something?
In real life, you
Backwoods,
get
you
your
said
fucking-
that
I don't
you
even need you in here. I can just kick you down.
Oh,
You have
wow.
no relevance here,
Wow.
bud.
Wow. I seem to have a big fucking relevance because it's all you can talk about. Is me, Jimmy.
The
or
elder
fucking
said the
Lisa.
exact same
Why
fucking
don't you
thing.
guys just fucking get a new topic?
It's cute.
If you don't
It's cute
like,
that you guys
if you don't
are
like the
proud
opposition,
that you're the topic of
if you don't like the
conversation.
fucking opposition,
guys
then
talk
You're
why
the
about
talk
butt of the
about it?
joke,
Can I just ask a question?
and you're
I wanna hear
proud of
Senna's
that.
Question. I want to hear Senna's question.
So Backwoods, we've talked about this before. You love hip hop. You are enmeshed in Black culture. People have said that even you're a white Black guy, right? So you respect the culture, right?
So when we talked about this,
I'm
Anna,
asking
before-
you a question. Just answer
Yes.
my question. You
Yes,
respect
I said
the
that.
culture.
I
And
have.
I myself, I have every friggin' magazine from the 90s. Like my son's father was very immersed, just like you, in the culture. Why would
Right.
you do that during Black History Month? Like, why would you do that? If you love the culture so much, and then you have Thomas Bishop calls you out.
I don't
like,
give a fuck about that
I'm
guy,
just
and I don't give a fuck
saying,
about the
he's a
advocate
Black
either.
person.
You're
If
missing
you
the
love
point.
their
What?
culture.
No, you're missing the point. You think you're gonna drag me
Shut
by
the
millions
fuck
fucking
up,
users?
Backwoods.
You won't even like.
Let her talk.
Dude, I'm asking you,
Fuck.
if you say you love the culture and you respect it, when people are telling you that it's offensive what you did, I watched what you did that night. You're never going to
Don't-
convince me that you were not doing blackface and making a joke of it. I could see your face.
100%.
You were so angry. You had this disdain. Everybody was laughing in your chat.
I'm not-
And you were eating the apple, and
You
you
keep
looked
muting me. I'm not.
pissed. You looked.
I don't want
pissed.
you here. Leave. I don't give a fuck.
What was the point of that?
Let her finish talking. Now you can talk. Fuck.
So
fucking goddamn immature. It's
what I
fucking
would say the whole
ridiculous.
time. I'll just keep talking when him talk. So context matters. It matters in every conversation that we have on this goddamn fucking app. You can't take slices and pieces of shit. I'm mad for multiple fucking reasons. TikTok scientist, you're
gonna try and play the context card, buddy?
What the
We
fuck
watched
did
the whole
I
fucking
do?
thing.
Oh, you know what the fuck you did, bro. You
We
know
watched
what
the
the fuck
whole
you did.
fucking thing.
Basic question.
Posting
Basic-
gangs of New York
basic
comment
question.
that you made.
Yeah,
I
and
thought it
here's-
was
What are you mad
relevant
at?
to the
And what was-
context of the
Hey,
thing you
everybody
just
shut
said.
up and
What are
let
you mad at?
Bullet talk.
If Backwoods could stop deflecting, that would be
Yo,
fucking
that's where this
fantastic.
whole shit started
Shut
for me, bro.
the fuck
Yeah,
up
but
and
the
let
thing is,
Bullet
like,
talk.
okay, sorry. What are you mad at?
Me.
Who, me?
No, like Lighthouse. What are you mad at?
Lighthouse is mad at me.
Well, it's a combination of
let
things,
him answer.
okay? So, it started with the context of that clip that you took, right, to make me look bad, which happened prior to all this shit.
What are you mad about that
Bro.
clip?
No.
Bro,
hold on.
let me
I didn't
fucking
take that comment to make you look bad, though. Backwards. That's the thing you're misunderstanding.
What do you mean you didn't
I
take
posted
it?
that
That's the
because
whole thing that Thomas
it was
said.
contextually, as you keep saying with context, it was relevant to the discussion because it showed that you had a level of potential misunderstanding around the word, the N-word, because you were explaining that you were getting from Gangs of New York, which is an historical movie. So it's relevant as to where your misunderstanding could come from and why you personally feel justified in using the word. If anything, I was defending it.
Here's the fucking point. You put it out to a fucking person, right? So there's a combination of things that I'm pissed off about here. The context of that night matters. That context of that night
You're
matters
mad that you're
because-
white and you're not
Would you
black, and
shut
that's
up,
about
bro?
it.
Would you just
That's
shut
what
up?
That's no.
I don't want to hear
the
this. You don't want to
I don't
hear
even
the
want to
truth.
listen to you talk.
Order. I don't think you should ask for anybody to shut up unless you're willing to like give an intellectual response. You should really keep your mouth shut.
This is what you do all the time. You won't let somebody fucking say anything.
No.
Bro.
If you have something intellectually knowledgeable that you can respond to, then say what you want to say. But if you don't, then keep your mouth shut.
I'm going to go back to the night that context matter. Aaron brought up what happened that night, okay? And there was a situation. So that's why context matters. Whether you believe or not or whatever, there is history there and the context of why I brought that word up. I know that movie is a fictional story. That wasn't the point of me referencing that movie at all. It was to give you an idea of a visual representation of what some Irish people went through when they migrated to fucking North America.
But
What
it
had
was
happened? No, what had happened that night was very important because digital.
Thanks for the follow, Bullet. I'll follow you back.
So digital ID or digital Real Digital came in, and he was saying some pretty crazy shit about white people that night. And Aaron, We Kings, had a conversation where he come in to apologize to these girls. This is what happened earlier in this night before you get your little snippet clip of me, bro. So
what of you doing blackface or?
We'll get to that, Isaac. You want to know the whole fucking
No,
situation
this
and
was
why
6
I'm
months
mad?
ago.
I'll tell you exactly why I'm pissed off, but you won't sit there and just shut the fuck up and let me tell you.
Yeah, probably because you fucking went
this is why I don't want to
live.
engage with the left.
This is
man.
why you went on a live, you did blackface, you tried saying it was mud mask, then you let somebody else on who did blackface, then he went and wiped it off, had a Hitler stash, you guys thought it was real funny, and then now you're trying to play victim like a true white supremacist would.
I don't control other people on the app. You keep calling me a white
control
supremacist,
you.
bro.
You literally
I'm going
did
to knock your teeth. I will fly
And
to
actually,
Calgary and I'll...
yeah, you fucking can control it. You were the host. You had every ability to say, this isn't okay, this isn't funny. You sat there and you fucking laughed about it. So don't try and fucking say you can't control it. That's total fucking bullshit.
Are we going to get to the context of
Just like
everything?
how I can sit here and I can no, I don't fucking care, to be honest. But
So
yeah,
why the
go
fuck
on.
are you hosting these lives, bro?
To be completely
Why did you come in
honest,
here?
To be
You're
completely
talking about, I'm
honest,
saying, like, you guys want to talk about me and shit? I'll stand up for myself. I don't need the right wing to stand up for what I...
See that? I can control you.
I will say
Ah,
to be
my
completely
fuck.
honest,
There is no right
with you doing the mud mask and just
Alex,
passing off as
I
if
don't care
I'm
what you
just
say.
doing skincare.
I'll
I'm
come
going
here
to
to
talk
talk
in
to-
front of you because
I
I'm
don't wanna
also
talk
on
to you.
Share Time and I
Stop
can do this
talking
much
over
better
people.
than
How
most
about,
of you
bud?
Blah, 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 blah.
So anyway,
Blah, blah,
the
blah, blah,
fact
blah.
that
How you like that, Ozzy? Blah, blah.
the fact that you
Blah, blah,
did
blah, blah.
So he's
mud
like a
mask
fucking child.
while
Like a
eating an
literal
apple
fucking
and wanting to
child.
get your hair done in braids, but then pass it off as saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh, just doing
Cornrows-
skincare," as if you've never gone to an esthetician to get a facial in your whole fucking life, and I can bet on it. Like, come on, I don't need to
I knew
know
your
the
whole-
whole fucking story to know that
Yeah,
that was fucking blackface, and just eat it. It fucking admit it
I know.
already. Just fucking admit
I
it.
just
already.
like the spot was waved though. Me.
Yeah, I did go.
See
Just
that?
admit that you did it. Just admit that
That's why you
did
don't
blackface.
disrespect the fucking host, bud.
So you want to?
Well, I mean, he did admit to it earlier.
Do you want to fast forward and just keep talking bullshit, Isaac?
I
Because
just
you
wanna-
really
I
have
asked
valid
you a
points?
Backwoods tell his story. Can we let Lighthouse just finish telling his timeline?
Fuck yeah. That's what's up. Love you too. Thank you for the
Fancy
galaxy.
pants. I don't know if they're going to listen. Just because the right doesn't listen to shit when they were in there attacking you, which I didn't like.
About all this bullshit that you keep saying, everybody, and then we'll just stick to the storylines, and you'll go first.
Okay, so the context matters for what happened that night. Very important. I didn't remember until I had a conversation with Aaron, because even when he was in the thing, he said, "Man, I looked a little off put. It's not a conversation that we usually have on TikTok." And I said, "Right." So it bothered him to think about, like, why were we in that conversation to begin with? So what happened with Digital is he was saying a bunch of shit, and Aaron come in. He went to apologize to, I think, Duella from on the app, or she was in the room with us. And then he said, "I hope he's respectfully, he was like, I hope you don't feel this way towards, white people," because Aaron felt offended, and he said, like, white people, that's my people, so, like, if he really doesn't like them, then maybe I shouldn't, like, engage with them anymore, right? And that's a conversation to have with Aaron. And then Olivia, whatever, the one with that flag that comes up, I don't know if she's trans or
Yeah,
if she popped
Olivia.
up.
Sure.
Yeah, she popped up, and I try to explain that
You tell stories like a fifth grader too.
Would you shut up, Isaac, man?
Be able to interject,
Like,
but
it's
we're all
hard to
thinking
even
it. Can you hurry up?
Chop
So,
chop.
so from my experience growing up, a lot of stupid shit had happened to me in my life. Oh man, oppressed me in my own household. I've probably been called that word more. I had to go research, and I'm saying all the information I found was correct because I found out what some of it is, but it's not all correct to what I believe because there was people that inflated the story, which I come back to tell TikTok scientists because it's something I had to go research from what Isaac, man, I'm telling you, in real life, bro, man, I would knock them glasses off your head, bro.
Land the
I'm
fucking
so
plane,
scared
guys.
of
Keep
you.
going.
So anyway,
Was that necessary?
that's what pissed me off, right? In
I
that
love it when
scenario, in
people
that
come online
situation,
and
right?
threaten people when they
But
live
I don't
across the fucking
understand why you
country.
guys are not understanding that when you say white people are my people, I don't say white people are my people. Irish people are my
That's
people.
what Aaron
I come
felt.
from, my
Like, how
family
can
comes
you
from
just wait?
Ireland.
That's what
I'm
Aaron
Irish.
felt. Listen, that's what Aaron felt. When you have that conversation with Aaron, and Senna, just because you get up in the box here and you say, "I'm educated, I went to school, I did this," not everybody fucking subscribes to your ideology, okay?
It's not my ideology. There's scholars, people, educators,
I
Backwoods.
don't
I
care.
don't go to do your job
Hello.
and tell you how to do your job. I don't go to your workplace and say, "Oh, anybody can do this. I'm an excavator today."
You're going
I feel that, Senna.
You're
I
gonna
really
tell
truly
Weird, man. Like, they don't realize how much studying and like things that we had to do, like projects, everything. Like, give me a break.
Can you define ideology for us, Corey?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm
Ideology.
gonna tell you
Because
something right now. Watch
me being
this
gay
way.
is an ideology.
So I want to get to the forward stuff that you guys are more interested in. But
Chop chop.
land
Hurry the
fucking
fuck
plane
up.
already. Jesus.
So the point. So shut up, Alex. Like, fuck.
Okay.
You're the one that got attacked by these people.
You shut up. How about that?
You come back.
How do you take yourself seriously?
Okay, for the record, I know he wants to
Fuck.
bring that up. For the record, it wasn't everybody
Whatever.
that came at me. It was
Yeah.
a selected group of people that
Yeah,
came.
Stop talking over people when they're talking and you won't be constantly muted. How's
The
that
think
sound?
tank, right?
Wasn't a think tank, and I have a degree that's outside of a fucking think tank. Thank you.
This guy.
So we'll fast forward, okay? So I'm pissed off because there was a situation that happened that night. So that's why I'm mad at the scientist. That's what pissed me off. I even tried to be level with him one night in one of Isaac's live and say, listen, maybe I didn't know, right? Let's go back.
Where is this going?
Oh my god, bro, man.
How does this
I
just like
fucking hate
blackface?
you motherfucker.
I don't fucking care. Don't come on my fucking show then.
Can we hear his story? Sorry.
If you would fucking like chop.
I'm done. Hey,
speed it
listen.
up.
If any one of you
I don't
guys
even want
want
him
to talk
here.
to me besides Isaac,
That's a little
anytime,
dramatic.
any fucking time. I can't do this with this fucking punk.
Can I talk to Backwoods for a second? Can I have 30 seconds?
No, I can't, man. I can't because I'm gonna lose my fucking mind with him.
You already did.
Can we book you for Lethbridge?
Did I? I've been trying to talk to him, but can I? Can I have 30 seconds?
I'm gonna
Go for it.
Backwoods, this is gonna be real hard to hear. I'm sorry.
Listen, Brock.
I don't want to be offensive.
Let
to you,
him
but
talk.
I told you I don't know if I can do this right now.
I know you had a bad father figure. You're obviously, when I listen to you talk and when I hear you on here, you're a bit of a child. I'd love to have a one-on-one with you and just chat, just mano a mano. If we ever have that chance.
Just don't call me a child to my face, bro.
I would call you a child to your face if I was standing right in front of you.
And I'd break your fucking teeth.
You wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. Trust me, I would.
Brother.
That's a big thing for me. I'm a fucking man, bro.
You need
Don't
to
ever
learn
fucking
some
call me a
humility.
kid.
You need to learn some respect.
Do you understand that?
Dude, you
That's not
act
what a
like a
man is.
fucking
That
child.
is-
He didn't say you're a kid. He said you act like a child, which you do.
Don't ever call me boy. Don't
You
ever call
can't
me
fucking
child.
come in here, act like a child, and then fucking get mad when somebody says you're acting like a child. Or you can, but it's very childish.
All of us, everything under
Proving
the
the
sun.
point.
Dude, none of you guys, like, seriously, even you, Fancy, none of you guys would have survived what the fuck I went through in my house. Guaranteed.
You don't even know
Probably
what
not,
the
Rob.
What I went through in my house. You wouldn't survive what Fancy went through in her
Backwoods,
house.
can you stop speaking over other people because you couldn't have survived what I went through. You
hell
could
no.
no way near.
You think you're the only fucking person that's had problems in their fucking life? Like, get
I'm the only person
live.
who's
Up
in
the
group homes,
road because
dude.
I'm gay. Dragged up the road because I'm gay and beaten. Left in a field to die. Like, go F yourself, man. You want to talk about knocking somebody's teeth out because they called you a child?
What do you...
Go ahead, knock my teeth out.
Oh, I just
Come
break your
on.
jaw.
Come at me. You've called me every name under the sun on this app. You mock me every chance you can.
Dude, I haven't said shit to you
Shut
in
the
how long?
fuck up.
But yet, you can't admit your own faults. All we're asking is for you to accept what you did and learn and grow and use your ears and listen. It's literally all we're asking.
I don't
call
think you're a
fucking
bad
people-
person.
You call people white teacups, bro, and ashtrays.
I didn't
man.
call anybody a white teacup.
Bro,
I
listen.
called somebody whose last name is White. White as a teacup. You want to
And-
go there?
I'm having one more smoke and then I'm going to bed. And then that's all you'll have of Fancy in the box. I'd have to be in the comments until I fall asleep. I'm just letting you know now.
If
Well,
you
thanks
haven't
for
noticed,
joining.
if you haven't noticed, Nick,